So the current trend, you see a lot of people doing a lot of the 80s throwback stuff with their sound. Now, what would you think is the next trend that would put you in, with the, at the front of the pack? Like, you got the 80s and now we're heading into a new decade.
Just being me. Just being me. Being me is a handful. You know what I'm saying? So, I ain't biting, copying, pasting, nothing. You know what I mean? Just being me that's hot enough. That's crazy. You feel me? That's how I feel about me. Being me is crazy. If I wasn't me, I'd want to be me.
So can you name currently some cats that inspire you to do what you do right now? Like,
I mean, right now, man, everybody that's in the game. Everybody that's whether I like them or not, I'm inspired by everybody because they're there and I'm not.
Right.
You know what I mean? So until I get there.
Right. Now you got the Falling Down project that that came. Now the album cover's dope with the Michael Douglas thing. Like, what made you? What brought that idea about?
That was my man Kaz. You know what I'm saying? That was my man Kaz and my man Rue. You know what I'm saying? They put that together.
Right.
Genius idea. To this day I take my hat off to them for that one.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they came up with that, and they kind of told me that's what it's gonna be. I didn't really have no say so, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah. And I didn't even know how it was gonna look. You know what I mean? Until we got the album cover done, and I was just like, oh, it's hot.
Yeah. If anybody hasn't even seen that, check out the Falling Down.
But I'm getting up.
Online.
It's gonna be a problem when I get up too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So name some projects or collaborations or anything that you have coming in.
Well, right now, every Sunday, I'm on the Hood Report Launchpad. You know what I mean? You can tune in at between I want to say 9 to 11. You know what I'm saying? You can catch me on that. Also, shout out to DJ On and On. Also, I'm working on a mixtape right now. You know what I'm saying, that I'm doing with my man Asti. And I'm gonna follow that up with an album. So right now, that's just in, it's in the works. You know what I mean? Get that done and then go on from there.
All right. Well, what made you come up with the name Bad Newz? Like, what?
Well, see, my peoples gave that to me, man. Like, I'm kind of like a real dark and gloomy dude. Like, real mean. Not mean, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always serious. Everything's serious. Everything's gonna set me aside from everything else. I think just once again, just being me, man, doing what I do. Like I said, I got a great crew. I'm working with Esti, I'm working with Trees. I'm working with great people now, so I feel like that's what's gonna change everything. I mean, anybody can go into a studio and make a song. It's the people around you, the input that they put into that, once again, I got a great team, and I feel like that's what's gonna really separate me from the rest. You know what I mean?
So on a day out, chilling with Bad Newz, right? What exactly is it away from the mic? Like, what is your average day?
All fucking night long. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to swear. Nah, I'm a father. You know what I'm saying? I got a little boy, a little girl, so, I take care of my kids. I try to be, best pops I can.
Let that be an example, be a father to your child,
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, and music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no time for nothing else.
But you don't, so you're a family man, but you don't throw it out there like, I take care of my kids. Like, you're supposed to take care of your kids.
You don't get an award for taking care of your kids.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's some fathers out there that are like that.
I take care of my kids. Like, you owe them something. Nobody owes you anything. You shouldn't have made them if you didn't want them.
Right.
If you didn't want to pay for them anyway. Yeah, so, that's what I do. There's really, once again, there's no, every now and then, I go out there with the Coronas and the Patron, I do that little dance.
Yeah.
And other than that, it's music.
What about the upcoming election? You gonna vote?
I can't.
Okay. Now, so we cut that. Now, what exactly, like, you got any political views on the way the country's at right now, or are you non-political?
I mean, everybody has their, everybody has something to say. You know what I mean? Me personally, it's like they don't care. I feel like they don't care. They'll tell you whatever they gotta, they'll say whatever they gotta say to get into the office to be president. You know what I mean? Nothing changes. But
you political, in the aspect of, you bring in, the neighborhood, news,
right?
From your, your viewpoint. I mean, that is political.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. But what can you do?
Right. So we're about to wrap this up right now. Big shout out to Bad Newz and everybody else, all my friends out there in Cali and here in Boston, and anybody you want to, say what's up to out there.
I want to give a shout out to Jaden and Ava, Stressed Out, Kaz, my man Rule P, BR61 Gunners, Juice, my dude Sneak, Ill and 8. Who else? Queasy. I hate doing the shout outs because you trying to think of all the names at once and then, yo, you didn't show me out. So what? Yeah, E-Dubs. DJ On and On, Trees, SD. We want to shout Bad Newz out. He's a great dude. That's about it.
Righteous, righteous. We're going to end off on that note. Again, this is D. Scott, bringing you, news.
My fault, Cars, Jeezy, Reg, Richie Rich. Can't forget y'all, because I'm going to hear it later. Yo, you didn't shout me out. There you go.
Everybody under the sun, shout out, stay up. All right? We're going to end off on that note. Peace.